All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back up here. Another daily Astro Gravitational Report and Wisdom for you. A lot of things are coming up. Going to be interesting day, but also what happened is at the end of the day, right? The midnight. We are going to be experiencing right at midnight. Show you actually not 11 p.m., but I'm also going to show you midnight, so you guys can see shift. A lot of shift in it is happening, and following your visions. Okay, those visions are gonna become pictures and sound. It's basically like for some of you, this is gonna be like someone projecting inside within yourself as the way you see with your eyes, the way you hear with your ears. It's kind of like a deja vu, so perfect in there. And you're gonna be able to see this energy. I was just wondering what was that energy is about, but that is gonna be the moon that actually getting her visions when she gets together with Neptune, and that is gonna be the kind of like in the end what do you need to do at the end? Because the moon is gonna be shifting to Aries, a new beginning. This is gonna be let me get a fresh start. Let me get into this new positions. I understanding. I want to get to this new point. What is the new point? The new point is gonna be the north. You're gonna be seeing that tomorrow. But the main focus that is gonna be Mercury. I spoke about those divine energies that's gonna be lasting few days, and they are. They're coming from Pluto and Neptune. But currently, Saturn is also supporting the moon with the divine energies. And Saturn and Venus in this divine aspect in there. That is it, the learning, the secrets, and the wisdom of love. That is it when you actually seeing the borders of maturing, of understanding the things the way they should have been. All right. So with that being said, here it's that energy at 7 o'clock in the morning. The ascendant is there within Leo to it. Uh, you're gonna see the next hour that the communications is gonna be about a need to be proper. But midheaven in the morning, the energy of midheaven and Taurus, talking about how the material world will affect the authority in Pluto. If you stick so much into the material, let me just remind you something. When you finish your physical existence here on Earth, you cannot take even a single atom out of here. Single one. Everything is staying here. Okay? Or you came as a consciousness energy up here to it. And this is why the struggles here into the material world, they are gonna be coming in to you like a rocket in there. But you need to understand, you can have all the material stuff in the world, but if you're not happy, if the experiences that you have in there, by when you have a soul in the body, you have that physical experience, what does that matter to you? You haven't fulfilled that internal happiness from within. So it's gonna be intensity on there, but 8 o'clock energy that is gonna be showing us what it's coming because Mercury is gonna be shifting. The ascendant is right in the first degree of Virgo. Midheaven, it's still gonna be on Taurus. Now Uranus is there in Taurus. Rough time, rough moment, communicating, talking about material situations. It needs to be straight out in order. But the moon between Saturn and Neptune, you're gonna be kind of like a blast within these hours, because this is gonna be like a blast from heaven. Okay, we are talking about you receiving those combined energies from Saturn and Neptune. They are gonna be going into the moon together with Pluto. We are talking about visions. We are talking about wisdom. We are talking about path of transformations coming to you, to communications. And this is why those visions, they're gonna comes in with sound, like a someone is giving you the guidance right in the front of your eyes. There's gonna be a very powerful energy with this. It all depends of your levels. If you have this deja vu, or that you have this premonitions in there, you all know exactly what I'm telling you. I was talking about on my main channel about those stuff years ago. You are gonna be tuned to this gravitational field. You can accept that gravitations, that it turns into an energy. The energy becomes emotions that you read. Once you read the emotions, you read the information. And that's how you're getting those downloads. But now those downloads, they're gonna be coming into you straight, like with communications already translate. Make sure you can hear it and you can see. For some of you, this is gonna be the guidance you've been waiting for. All right. Talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning. The midheaven goes pretty much with Mars, and ascendant is going to be at the mid Virgo. There, divine energies with the North Node. It is about you to reach your destination, where you're going. Okay, and that is going to be you, your point. Currently, the Sun and that North Node, they're in a very beautiful positions, as well as the Sun is very well good with Uranus, with midheaven, and Mars. All right, all those energies, they are very well coming together. A lot of courage, strength, power, but be mindful, because the duality there within Gemini can kind of like make you slide to something else, to go someplace else. So following this pyramid in there, because if you look at it on your screen, there's kind of like a base up here. It's like a base of pyramid, and this is the 3D projection of that pyramid that it's pointing out right in here. You have the universe, you have the courage, the warrior, you have your inner work, and you have Jupiter in the top. This is the growth that needs to be done to it. But where the growth is, the authority, Venus, okay, and all this is gonna be happening with what? With communications. All right, guys, communications is the key. Listen, I don't say only talk about people. Communications is you within yourself, within your soul, you within the universe, you are within the divine. You to listen how the other people are communicating in there, because there's going to be some messages, guys. Messages. All right, 10 o'clock in the morning. Very beautiful, actually, energies I feel to it. Either though there is a lot of T-squares at this moment, a lot of duality. We're talking about Pisces, Virgo, and so on. There's going to be a good feeling. The ascendant is going to be telling you that things are healed, or things are healing. Great job to those who does their healing, self-healing work in there, but the intensity is gonna comes in. Particularly, we are talking about with this upcoming shift. You're kind of like a tired of shifting. This is kind of like you're on a roller coaster, and now the roller coaster just does all this, and you're like, oh my God, when are you gonna end? I'm tired. I want to get off. And all of a sudden, it's gonna pop out. Here's why you are here. You choose to be here. You sign up for this. All right. Talking about this hour at 11 o'clock, of course, the point is going to be towards Mercury, but also towards Pluto. Your deep, deep, deep transformations that it's needed. Who needs to be transformed? Your shadow. things that you hiding from within. So this can go in a lot of ways, a lot of synchronicity energies in order to finally let it go of the pain, let it go of the trauma. Go find something else because that it's not going to be resonating with your future. And this is why this oppositions that is going to come in later on with the North Node, there is a 7 degrees difference between the North Node and Min Lilith. In there, it doesn't have that much effects, but you already gonna be feeling it like the past. It's kind of like a hunch you back, the shadow, the things that you did in the past, the unspoken situations, the buried feelings, all this. It's kind of like your baggage, luggage that you carry up the mountain. Okay, let it go of some of the stuff. That's what is gonna be this particular beautiful thing. And be careful about this energies of family because the midheaven is gonna be there to it. It's telling you it's time to change. Okay, you need to change. You can't repeat the same family pattern. You need to improve. All right. Well, with that family pattern that it needs to be improved in there at noon, you're gonna be seeking that wisdom. It's gonna be these beautiful energies of Saturn, the wise man, the wizard, the shaman, the healer, the coach, the spiritual coach, and so on. You're going there for advice. And without the energies in there, with Venus, that is it when you begin to develop the empathy because you're understanding your good things brings a good evolution. You're moving up and you become a good example and you create something. While the other side is you destroyed and there is a evolution. And guess what? It's going to be much more harder because you have to overcome the issue from within you. And this is going to be a challenging times. Yes, of course, because it's the authority. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon in there. The midheaven is with the sun. Beautiful kite that it's in the bottom comes in with Pluto. Subconsciousness patterns needs to be changed. It's kind of like it's time. Okay, we have enough is enough, and so on. But that authority is gonna be like shadow. Show me a shadow so I can hit the light. But you need to authorize who's gonna go into your shadow, who you are going to express your shadow to it. And a lot of the people's gonna be no, I ain't gonna do it. And you're gonna see these divine energies that it comes in from you. If you hold on to this, if you get into this, how would you want to get this? There is like a calling for a little story. A man asked the God, like, God, I want a palace, I want 100 rooms, I want to have a great kids, and so on and so on and so on. And God says, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you that palace. I'm gonna give you so you can use 99 rooms. Just do me a favor when the room 100 keep it locked just before you come to me again for it. Open up that room and then I'm gonna take you upstairs. So here is the guy comes in and he's about to in the last minutes and he's going to his son and tells him, you know what, here is the key for the room 100. You need to take me there. Opens the key, opens the room in there. He sees this beautiful, beautiful mountain, the beautiful light, the beautiful gardening. Everything is sparkling, everything is great. It's the paradise energies. And he understood that God has a different plans. And here is that kind of like a visions is gonna be coming in to you. You're gonna be seeing what God has. Yeah. The question is what kind of activity are you gonna do? All right, we are talking about Venus hour. This is gonna be at 2 o'clock. Energies directly, wisdom directly from Saturn, and Venus is still sextiling Jupiter. Powerful energies of love in there. And as we're talking about this, the ascendant of Scorpio for so many days now in a row is divine energies with Mars telling you don't revenge, even if you feel like it. Don't do anything stupid, don't do anything like that, and so on and so on. So with that kind of like energies, you are familiar with it. Maybe you're battling with something in your mind for quite a while. You need to understand that if something stands in the divine way, divine knows how to remove it, not you. Okay, not you. Cannot deal with this. And this is why God says, like, don't worry about it. Leave it up to me. All right, here is this divine communications. You saw the ascendant. Yeah? It's very early in the morning. Now you're working with this. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And those energies, they're going to be very strong. But at the same time, your will to control this and so on, which is Mars, that is going to be a very strong energy for it. And this is why it's your level of seeing it has to be overcome. And here it's coming the moon, Neptune, they're going to be both at the 29 degrees of Pisces at the end. You see that inner work that needs to be done at the end. Because Mercury is at 29 degrees 44 minutes. Neptune is 29 degrees 47 minutes. The moon is 29 degrees 29 minutes. They're all there. This is going to be that time of those visions. They are becoming the pictures, and you can hear it. Communications. Okay? Communications. Because Neptune, it's going to put that visions in front of your intuition. That intuition is going to be able also to hear what needs to be hearing about. Of course, you're not going to like it. The divine plan, it's different in your plan. And you're like, it is what it is. So going on through the shadow, going on through the fights, you're gonna be having this. With logic, it's gonna be offset. Midheaven is at Virgo, putting that intensity. You're like, oh my god, I was just thinking about it, and I'm already starting the journey. Dio, what are you talking about? This was too fast. Oh yes, it is. Evolution doesn't wait for you to put up your shoes. You better put up your shoes when they told you so. They were giving you guidance in the past 3-4 days. Hey, get ready. Hey, look at this. Now you're on the road. Now in this road, the visions of the divine that you are learning within yourself. And you're like, but I need to be at work. I need to go take care of kids. I need to go shopping. I need to go. And divine says like, yeah. Okay, excuses, but we're going to be with you. You can go and shop. You can go watch your kids. But we're all going to be with you. We're going to be asking you to work on it. And some of you is going to be really, now it's not the time. You see the visions. So just be mindful about these energies. All right, talking about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. This is going to be familiar, but wait later on, okay? I think that was at the 9 o'clock energies that it's going to be much more powerful than this in there. But we're talking about the inner work of the shadow, the inner work of Lilith. Okay, now that the energy is opposing the north node, the moon is already in Aries. You got that fire from within, but that fire it's pointing back against who? Against your shadow, against a Lilith. And from who did you learn? How did you learn? Or so on and so on. Be mindful about relationships, situations is in there, because this is can trigger really much this me with other situations. We are talking about areas, Libra confrontations. At the same time, we have the ascendant that is got a confrontations with Mars and Jupiter. Total asking you to call it quit, throw up the towel, and get to work instead of doing what you need to do for your spiritual journey. All right. So be mindful about it. All right, talking about the next hour, this is going to be at 6 p.m. The midheaven is at Libra, divine energies with Saturn. You putting this little wisdom right now with the love, with Venus, very powerful energies within. Saturn is going to be the top of it. It's like you need to understand. I was talking today to someone, and we were talking about like, Dio, what happens with this energy? Why would the universe, it doesn't get it, or someone, what is this problem? And I told her, the universe gives us energies, we're giving back to others, but the others doesn't give it back to the universe by doing and performing their job. So the miracles cannot be performed. It doesn't matter what it is. And then there is no energy. That energy has to come from universe to us to others, and then goes back, so we can recirculate it. But if there is only at the end of consumer, then you what? You exhausted. The exhaustions, these energies as well. All right, you're not gonna like those energies. Definitely, midheaven is at Scorpio with the authority. If you have problem with the authority, lack of you changing, oh boy, I don't see you. At the same time, the ascendant is squaring Lilith and the Moon and Neptune. Oh, there's gonna be a volcano. But the divine says, like, hold your horses, hold your temper, hold your anger. It's not worth it. And here is your test. And with that test in there, whoever's going to be passing the test, they're going to be passing the test. Whoever's going to be destroyed everything, they destroyed everything. For some of you, this could be an energy of panic attacks or dark nights of the soul. It's all depend on whatever you are in your journey, guys. We need to understand the next hour you're gonna see a divine, it's with you. The ascendant that is it at Scorpio, there is a divine energies with Venus, and that energies from Saturn, it's coming together for it. Pluto is very powerful. The Venus and Neptune, they very, very much empower everything into you. But the moon, it's asking, I need to get off of this shadow. And the shadow says, yeah, I know, but the authority and the courage to do the right things, it has to be done. Because that is going to leading to change. You basically change your thought pattern, and then the pattern changes itself all the way down to actions, to a changed behavior. Beauty. All right, I was telling you this 9 o'clock energies up here, Ascendant and Pluto, they're powerful. These divine energies towards Mercury. You've seen those energies, you know those energies, they're very much all working together. You're putting the dots, you see the conflicts, and you know how to solve the conflicts. Can you solve them all? Yes, you can. Can some of them left over? Yes, they can. Because you depends of what is in your chart, that's what is going to be triggered. There's going to be a planets, they're not going to be triggered in there. There's going to be a zodiac signs, they're not going to be triggered in there. But the overall picture is going to be here, is the visions and the solution of how it's going to be, how you to overcome everything that you need to do. You saw them during the day. All right. Talking about 11 o'clock, the moon is at 3 degrees of Aries. That's going to put really pressure on Lilith in there. Your darkness can comes out pretty fast. Saturn, it is squaring Jupiter already. This energy is going to be like growth. But the good part is that Jupiter is still going forward while Saturn is going back. Okay. So this is going to be a very powerful learning within spirit. And talking about Lilith, that is going to be the when you make things that are your own fault, admitting your own fault, admitting your weaknesses, admitting your whatever issues that you have within, it's going to bring the strength and it's going to relieve you without. Otherwise, it's going to be putting the pressure all the time in you. You may have negative energy towards people from your past. You're still holding those grudges, those negative energies in there. And guess what happens? Every time things are happening, you still hold on to these negative energies, and negative energies attract negative energies. The law attracting, you attracting what you are. And when you let it go of this, outside of your system, basically you are right now giving the power of the divine that comes in and help you to really resolve that. But that is going to be coming in from the ascendant, that is in divine energies with the sun. All right. Talking about 11 o'clock, Mars and the Sun is, of course, with midheaven makes a divine energies. You have the courage, you got the strength within the divine, you got everything that it needs to be. Pluto, it's only 45 minutes within Aquarius there. Mars, it is at 3 minutes. The sun is at 3 degrees. Sorry, Mars is at 3 degrees and the sun is at 3 degrees in there. And they're pointing out this 3 degrees of Capricorn, 333 to some of you. And Mercury, it's 29 degrees, 59 minutes within Leo. Here is that shift of communications that it's going to happen. Okay, those divine communications, they're going to be giving you and guiding you because Venus is going to go on the same road. So you went through the communications, how to talk, how to see, how to understand, how to feel all those. Now your love, it's going to go through it. But the love in there got that wisdom from who? From the shaman, from the wizard, from the wise man, wise woman, from the guide, the spiritual guides, however it's your case. Okay, you're gonna see some visions that are gonna come into you, and they are beautiful. Let me tell you, and they are right. You may not like it. They are right. I got mine. So personal example here. We're talking about it. Okay. And this is a what's coming up at 1 o'clock. Mercury is gonna be there. Virgo, that's gonna be doing exactly that shift. He's a 1 minute within Virgo. The divine energies, there's gonna be a double yachts in there for it. First of all, from midheaven, from Capricorn towards Venus with Saturn, and the second one's gonna be a Pluto Neptune with Mercury. Love in communications. They're gonna comes to you. For some of you, this is gonna be the dreams. For some of you, this is gonna be that power in there. So I'm suggesting you go to sleep before 10 o'clock for it, because some of you, it's gonna be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Very powerful energy here. as the ascendant is going to be going into Mars, you're going to be seeing it, the power, the greatness in there for it. And I'm going to be giving you a little secret up here. Okay. And as you see it, this are going to be the upcoming days until 31st. They are actually going to be pretty much the same energy overall. Okay. So pay attention within yourself for it, because that energy is gonna come. It's gonna be working very, very much from within yourself. And for those who have a lot of spiritual awakening, just you guys know, this is the 3 o'clock energy. Okay, that 3 o'clock energy is gonna comes in and waken you up. So powerful that you're gonna be doubting yourself. If this is true, what I'm dreaming. It's the same thing as that person who went out to open that room 100 and asking themselves, is this is what I'm opening? All right, guys. So wishing you good luck. I'd love to have your comments. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. And thank you for the new subscribers. And my blessing is with you. Hopefully, you're going to hear what you need to hear, not what you want, what you need, guys. And trust me, when you figure out that part of need, you're gonna be find your blessings. And that's my hope for you. Go find your blessings, guys. Be loved.